99.9999% of the 7 billion people. It's right at 7 billion people now on the globe. You want to get technical, the latest census actuaries, 6,900,000,000 and something million. 99.99%. I mean, you break it down. There's only a few thousand globalists in their own words. Head of the Kissinger Group, Rothkopf, wrote Superclass 4 years ago. You know, he says there's just 6,000 global technocrats and less than 20 families that own it all. And the Washington Post writes a big editorial about it, hailing world government and how blessed we are. Bloodthirsty, ruthless, social Darwinistic people who think it's a positive thing to set up world government and then exterminate the general population.
The next statement that I'm going to make, it will probably affect your life more, and you've never heard this before. It will affect your life more than any other one thing that you will hear me say, ever. Here goes. The elite are getting ready for the day that the revolution in the Middle East cuts off oil supply. They have a target date. I cannot give it to you. It's not too long off. They have a target date when the Middle East will be in such revolution. Started in Egypt. You remember I announced this on the Alex Jones show. Alex, it's in your archives. I came on your show, and I said within 4 to 5 months' time there's going to be a crisis in the Middle East. And you said, Lindsay, is it going to be with Iran? And I went back to my Mr. X, and I said, is it Iran? And he said, no. He said, this is a crisis of another sort. And 4 months later, it started exactly as the elite had told me. Egypt first, Libya, Yemen, mark my words, it's going to go right on into Jordan, Syria. The final country will be Saudi Arabia. Their plans have not changed in any manner. They know the approximate date that they're going to be able to do. Now, they have a general idea of how much longer it's going to take them to depose every royal family and throw down every ruler in every country. So far, they've gotten Egypt, Libya, Yemen. They're going on from here to Jordan, Syria, and Saudi Arabia, Oman, and the other countries will fall in this same time frame. And whenever they do, they must produce have the American oil fields ready to produce by that time. Is the reason they pushed through. Oh, they paid off. I mean, literally, they paid congressmen off to vote on this thing on May the 12th, 2011, and pass this bill through the House of Representatives. They have got to have permission to drill in these places to get the oil ready, so that at the time the Middle East oil supply is cut off, the dollar is devastated, the national debt can't be paid any longer, and they've got to have a savior. They will step in and say, okay, we have found these monstrous new oil finds. There's only one problem. My book, The Energy Non-Crisis, told about it 35 years ago, and they've got a problem with that. You can read it for yourself if you'll get a copy of it from Amazon Kindle. And these things will be opened up at approximately the same time so that they can supply the oil for the United States of America. And they'll come in and say, they can produce it for 60 cents a barrel, and they're going to sell it to you for, you know what they're going to sell it to you for, $150 to $200 a barrel. Now, that the Middle East, it falls completely. The last one to fall is Saudi Arabia. When you see Saudi Arabia fall, folks, you better put on your listening ears, because there's going to be major events take place from that point on. They know everything they're doing. They've planned it well in advance. And the end goal, of course, when the dust is settled, they bring everything to bankruptcy. They, in turn, get it free of charge. And over a period of years, I've tried my best to tell people this lately, over a period of years, they will bring it back out under their control, under the New World Order.
And the IMF and World Bank put out public papers saying this, calling it global government. I mean, that's what's so frustrating, is it's all right there. It's just not on the nightly news.
Folks, wake up. For goodness sakes, listen to everything you've been hearing Alex Jones say. He's not out there just saying something for the fun of it. What you hear on Alex Jones' program every day is exactly what the elite are telling me these